Okay, so imagine this for a moment. Somewhere in the universe, there are planets so extreme that the word world barely describes them anymore. Places where rock behaves like liquid, where entire skies burn with impossible storms, and where physics pushes matter into forms we never experience on Earth. Astronomers once believed planets followed familiar rules: solid surfaces, predictable atmospheres, stable orbits. But the deeper we look into space, the more we discover worlds that completely ignore those expectations. Tonight, we're going to explore 10 planets that seem to break reality itself. Number 10. The Hell Planet. In 2016, NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope aimed its infrared sensors at a distant exoplanet known as 55 Cancri E, a world about 41 light-years away. The data that came back forced scientists to rethink what a planet could actually be. This object isn't just hot. Its surface temperatures reach nearly 2,700 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt most metals and vaporize rock itself. 55 Cancri E is a super-Earth, roughly twice our planet's diameter and 8 times its mass. But what truly makes it terrifying is its orbit. The planet circles its star once every 18 hours, placing it deep inside what astronomers call the stellar inferno zone. One side of the planet permanently faces the star, trapped in endless daylight. The other side is locked in eternal darkness. Between them lies a razor-thin boundary known as the Terminator line. But when scientists measured the temperatures across the planet, something didn't make sense. The night side wasn't much cooler than the day side. Somehow, heat was spreading across the planet far more efficiently than existing atmospheric models predicted. One possibility is that the atmosphere is thick enough to circulate heat globally. Another suggests that vaporized rock might be moving through the atmosphere and condensing as molten rain. Imagine weather systems made of liquid stone falling from the sky. On this planet, rock behaves like water, and the atmosphere might literally be made of vaporized minerals. It's a reminder that the word planet covers realities far stranger than we once imagined. Number 9. The Diamond Planet. In 2011, astronomers studying a distant pulsar made a discovery that sounded almost fictional: a planet composed largely of crystallized carbon. This object, known as PSR J1719-1438b, orbits a rapidly spinning neutron star roughly 4,000 light-years away. Neutron stars are already among the most extreme objects in existence, collapsed stellar cores spinning hundreds of times per second with the precision of atomic clocks. Finding a planet orbiting one is rare. Finding this planet was something else entirely. The measurements revealed an object with extraordinary density. Its mass and size indicate that much of its interior must consist of compressed carbon in crystalline form, essentially a planet-sized diamond. But the most haunting part is how it formed. Astronomers believe this object was once a white dwarf star, slowly stripped apart by the pulsar's immense gravity over billions of years. Layer by layer, the star was torn away until only its ultra-compressed carbon core remained. What we now call a planet is actually the fossilized core of a destroyed star. A cosmic relic, a diamond the size of Jupiter, forever orbiting the object that devoured it. Number 8. The Backwards Planet. Planetary systems usually form from a rotating disk of gas and dust. Because of this, planets almost always orbit in the same direction their star spins. But WASP-17b broke that rule completely. This gas giant, located about 1,000 light-years away, travels around its star in the opposite direction of the star's rotation. Astronomers call this a retrograde orbit, and it shouldn't happen under normal planetary formation theories. WASP ASP-17b is also an extremely unusual planet in other ways. It's nearly twice the diameter of Jupiter, but only half its mass, making it one of the least dense planets ever discovered, essentially a bloated, overheated gas giant. Its year lasts only 3.7 Earth days, and intense radiation from its nearby star inflates its atmosphere dramatically. Scientists believe this strange orbit may be the result of a violent past. Gravitational interactions with another massive planet could have flung WASP ASP-17b into a chaotic orbit that eventually stabilized, but in the wrong direction. Recent observations have also detected silicate clouds in its atmosphere. Those clouds likely contain microscopic particles of glass carried by winds moving at 10,000 kilometers per hour. A planet blown by glass storms, traveling backwards through its own solar system. Number 7. The dying planet. Some planets don't end with a bang. They disappear slowly. A world called GJ3470b, located around 96 light-years away, is currently losing its atmosphere to space. Using the Hubble Space Telescope, astronomers observed a massive cloud of hydrogen streaming away from the planet, forming a tail millions of kilometers long, similar to a comet. This planet orbits a red dwarf star, and although these stars are smaller than our Sun, they can emit powerful bursts of ultraviolet and X-ray radiation. For a planet orbiting this close, that radiation becomes devastating. The star's energy heats the upper atmosphere until it literally escapes the planet's gravity. Over billions of years, GJ3470b has already lost about 35% of its mass, and the process is still accelerating. Eventually, the atmosphere will vanish completely, leaving behind only a scorched planetary core, a world slowly evaporating into space. Number 6. The planet that swallows light. One of the darkest objects ever discovered isn't a black hole, it's a planet. The gas giant TRES-2b, located about 750 light-years away, reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. For comparison, coal reflects about 4%. Even the darkest materials created by humans struggle to reach this level. But this planet is darker than all of them. It orbits extremely close to its star, completing a full revolution in 2.5 Earth days. Temperatures there reach about 1,600 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt most metals and vaporize rock itself. Scientists believe its atmosphere may contain exotic compounds like vaporized sodium, potassium, or titanium oxide that absorb nearly all incoming light. But even those explanations don't fully account for its extreme darkness. In a universe we explore mainly through light, a world that absorbs almost everything becomes strangely difficult to see. It's possible that many objects like this move silently through space, almost invisible to our instruments. Number 5. The planet that should not exist. Around 520 light-years away, a planet named Hala orbits a red giant star called Baekdu, and by every current model of stellar evolution, it shouldn't be there. When stars like Baekdu expand into red giants, they grow so large that they swallow nearby planets. Calculations show that this star's expansion should have reached well beyond Hala's orbit, yet the planet survived. It continues circling the star every 93 days as if the catastrophic expansion never happened. Two main theories attempt to explain this. One suggests the planet somehow survived passage through the star's outer layers, an event that should have destroyed it. The other possibility is even stranger. The star itself may be the result of two stars merging, with the planet forming from the debris afterward. Either way, Hala represents a planetary survivor of a cosmic disaster, or the child of one. Number 4, the ocean world with no shore. About 42 light-years away, astronomers discovered a planet called GJ1214b that may be almost entirely made of water, but not water like Earth's oceans. This world is about 2.7 times the size of Earth and far more massive. Its gravity creates pressures tens of thousands of times greater than at Earth's sea level. Under those conditions, water behaves very differently. Deep inside the planet, it likely forms Ice 7, a strange crystalline structure created not by cold but by intense pressure. Above that layer may exist a state of matter called supercritical fluid, something that behaves partly like a liquid and partly like a gas. The result is a planet-wide ocean with no true surface, no continents, no shorelines, just an endless ocean of exotic water compressed by gravity beyond anything we experience on Earth. Number 3, the world with two suns. In 2011, astronomers confirmed the existence of Kepler-11b, a planet orbiting not one star, but two. Instead of circling a single sun, this planet travels around a pair of stars locked in orbit around each other. It's what scientists call a circumbinary planet. The gravitational environment in such systems is extremely complex, and for a long time, researchers believed stable planetary orbits might be impossible there. Kepler-11b proved otherwise. About the size of Saturn, the planet completes its orbit in roughly 229 days. From its surface, if it had one, the sky would look completely different from anything we know. Two suns rising and setting together, two shadows stretching across the landscape, and sunsets that would never look exactly the same twice. Number 2, the planet of burning ice. The planet Gliese 436b, located about 33 light-years away, contains one of the strangest contradictions in astrophysics. Its temperature reaches around 439 degrees Celsius, yet much of the planet is made of solid ice. How is that possible? The answer lies in pressure. Inside this Neptune-like world, gravitational compression becomes so extreme that water molecules are forced into a rigid crystalline structure known as Ice X. At those pressures, heat can't break the molecular bonds. The water remains solid even at temperatures hotter than molten lead. In other words, the planet contains ice that exists inside an environment hotter than most volcanoes on Earth. A place where the rules of thermodynamics look completely different from the ones we experience. Number 1, the blue planet that rains glass. In 2013, astronomers determined the true color of an exoplanet called HD 189733b. From space, it appears as a beautiful, deep cobalt blue, almost identical to Earth's oceans. But that similarity is dangerously misleading. This planet is a hot Jupiter, a gas giant orbiting extremely close to its star. Temperatures reach around 1,000 degrees Celsius, and powerful winds sweep through the atmosphere at speeds of nearly 8,700 kilometers per hour. Inside those winds are microscopic particles of silicate glass formed from vaporized rock in the upper atmosphere. Those particles condense and fall like rain, except the rain doesn't fall downward. It blows sideways across the planet at hypersonic speed, molten glass carried by winds faster than any hurricane on Earth. From a distance, the planet looks calm and beautiful, a peaceful blue world floating in space. Up close, it's one of the most violent environments we've ever discovered, a place where the sky itself is made of shattered stone. And remember, the universe doesn't reveal its secrets to those who rush. It reveals them to those who know how to look. Subscribe and keep listening to the silence.